Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to the Hall of Fame Red Carpet After Show, where we will sit down, almost like the Fashion Police, and we're just gonna talk about all the fashion and the misses. Oh Lord, were there some misses? And then we're gonna talk a bit about the Hall of Fame. But I'm not here alone. I'm doing it with Nikki, Gigi, and Tom. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Tom, what's good?
I'm ready to deliver opinions on these bitches' dresses. Some were paid with dust, some were paid with gold. Let's see
Yes,
what happens.
we'll see.
Ooh.
Nikki, how are you?
I'm doing well. I hope everybody enjoyed the red carpet as much as I did last night. The Hall of Fame was really good as well too. It wrecked me a little bit towards the end, but I don't know. I enjoyed it, and I'm excited to talk about all the divas because a lot of them looked great, and a lot of them looked
Tragic. Gigi, how are you, girl?
I'm good. My eyes are a little dry because all the crying at the damn Hall of Fame. Jesus, it was so emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Especially crying for some of these girls' outfits because they looked fucking terrible.
Oh my god. I all I can say is I was not surprised that some of the girls looked a mess because these divas, some of them are tacky. I just can't deal. But speaking of tacky, we're gonna kick off the show with the one I thought was the most tacky. Well, there's another one close to her, Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox came out in some blue, almost turquoise, greenish. I don't know. I'm colorblind. All I saw was fur, and the nude did not match her skin, and her hair was running into the feathers on the side. Her makeup was good. I felt like her makeup was done nicely, but the dress did not match her skin tone for me. The feathers was. I know Alicia's funky and she's very stylish, but this didn't do it for me. What do you guys think? We'll start with you, Tom.
Yeah. I predicted that she'd
Yeah, you
be
did.
dressed one of the worst because she always is. Like she's different. She dresses different, but unfortunately, she dresses crap. Like seriously, the green didn't look good on her. The bit that's covering her boobies was awful. The feathers obviously killed a peacock. Didn't like it. Next.
Oh Jesus, Gigi, what do you
There's
think?
plenty more to come. There's plenty more to come.
Gigi, your thoughts on Fox?
I didn't like it because it's like the flesh part, the nude looked like another person's skin. She looked like a really bad Disney character that got like drawn out, and in the end they had to make someone new because it was just like too bad. I didn't mind the hair that much. Like her neck up looked good. The dress, I'm mad at Paige and Rosa for letting her walk out in that. Like, how dare you guys?
Nikki, your thoughts on Fox?
I love Fox, and everybody knows Fox takes a lot of risks coming, like especially at the Hall of Fame. She's always pulling out really different dresses, and I love this color on her. But girl, the top, the feathers, it was just very distracting. And like you guys said, the skin, like the mesh in between the nude did not match her skin tone at all, so it just looked very odd. I liked her hair, but I do agree with you, James. I didn't like how it was getting like tangled in with the feathers, and like her makeup looked beautiful, and she's got a rockin' body, and like I liked where she was going with it, and I love that color on her. But girl,
I
I
know
wasn't feeling it.
it would have been better if it was the nude was actually matched her skin tone and her hair was pulled back, slick back. You can't
Yeah.
have your hair flowing into that feather. It's just too much. She looked very boxed from the top up.
The
So
first place.
yeah, I just can't with Foxy. So try again next year, girlfriend. We still love you. Next, we have the sumo wrestler. No, girl, I can't even speak because she looked so good. She got me tongue twisted. Naomi came out. We seen her for 5 seconds, but the bitch was seen. She came out in a nice long black dress. It was a sleeve dress. She was covered up, but body for days, and it had the scales on the black dress. It looked really really sexy, and she was working that dress. I liked her hair pulled down to the side. I also liked the highlights that she added into her hair. She has like a
Yes.
little brown caramel highlights in her hair. Really, really cute. I thought Naomi looked presentable. I thought she looked cute, and it was very appropriate for the Hall of Fame. What do you think, Gigi?
I thought she looked like 100. She was like fire in heels. She looked so good. I almost fell off my bed when she came out. I was just like, God damn, Naomi, you just can't do this and come out and just slay and think it's okay for that 5 seconds. I wish she wouldn't have came out with Rikishi though the first time he came out so we could like really see her. But there was photos and stuff backstage, so we got to see the dress and she fucking slayed, snatched lives. edges were lost. She looked so fucking good.
Nikki, Nikki, your thoughts on Naomi?
I thought Naomi impressed, definitely. She showed up this time, and her dress was beautiful. It was a Michael Costello dress. A lot of the divas went to him to get their dresses, I've noticed. And this gown is just beautiful. Like, I'm looking at it on Instagram right now, and the back of it is open just for her back, and it just fits her curves so well around her booty, too. And her hair, anyway, she just looks gorgeous. I love the style of it. So Naomi did very well.
Yeah.
She impressed me.
Mentioned Michael Costello. The divas that wore his brands were Eva Marie, Natty, and Naomi. And he designs a lot for the stars. He made dresses for Beyonce, Katy Perry, countless celebrities. So it's pretty cool that some of these divas know exactly who to go to. But Tom, what do you think about Naomi?
Okay, well, side note, just quickly going off topic very quickly. Natalia has just posted what she's wearing for WrestleMania, and drag queen central. No, don't like it. But we'll get onto that after. Oh, it's awful. It's like a cross between Stephanie McMahon's wrestling gear with some fucking Mardi Gras shoulder pads and diamond bra.
It looks like something China would have worn.
It's a no from me.
Like, you can see her underwear through the mesh too. Like, natty girl.
No. But anyway, back onto the diva that put the slay in Slayomi. I like it. Purple or dark blue. I can't see the picture from here. I liked the hair down to the side. Her booty's in all the right place. Yeah, I really liked it. Probably one of the best for me. Actually, no, one of the more shocking ones to look nice. Because normally she's like iffy when it comes to dresses. It's either too short or too poofy, but this one's just right.
I kind of like Natty's WrestleMania gear.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Speaking of Natalia, post on her Instagram?
Yeah,
it's on her Instagram.
Well, speaking of Natalia, I cannot wait to get onto hers.
Okay.
Well, the one that she was going to wear.
Then let's get to it. Let's go down to our next diva, who was inducted into the Hall of Fame last year. She came out with a beautiful ombre hair type. She had like highlights in her hair. It was nice. She looked very flirty and comfortable. She came out in a nice, it was like a tea party dress. She had a nice flare. It was I believe, what do you call them? A tube top, halter top? I don't know, whatever. But it was black and white, and she had some really killer rock and punk rock boots. And the way Lita walked out there when I first saw her, you would have thought it was Naomi Campbell walking down that fucking red carpet. She was slaying, catching eyes, turning necks. Lita, I love the punk flair. I loved it. It was still her. It was still Lita. The sleeve, her tattoo sleeve looked. I liked it. And she looked so happy, and she looked so relaxed, and she looked very happy to be there. And I thought she looked beautiful. Her makeup, to the hair, to the dress, everything for me fit Lita. I liked it. Gigi, what do you think?
I thought she looked so good, especially when she stand up there with Michael Cole and Maria Menounos. She was just like, damn, Lita. Like, she looks like she hasn't aged ever. She just looks so just healthy. She looked really radiant, too. Like, her skin just looked like it had this glow to it. And the dress looked good on her. And I love the shoes that she went with it. She didn't do anything, like, super, like, crazy, but it was still very Lita. She just looked like the perfect idea of Lita.
Yeah. Nikki, what do you think?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I thought Lita looked so confident. Like, that little stretch she did, we didn't see who it was initially because her back was turned. And I was like, damn, this girl's got attitude. And then all of a sudden, Lita just turns her head around and just, like, smiles at the camera. She looked very well rested. I loved the dress on her, too, and the heels. And I just liked how she brought her own style to it as well. It was a red carpet, so it was a bigger event, but she still looked very presentable. And I liked how she showcased her tattoos because I love her sleeves, and just her hair looked good. So she was one of my best last night.
Tommy?
Oh, let me tell you right now, right? With the way that she walked to their little interview, she owned it. I like the little boots. I don't know what they were. I think they were like skeletons or...
She called them Beetlejuice. They were inspired by Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
That's what she was saying.
Okay, I don't know who they are, but okay.
Beetlejuice the monster.
I don't know who they are.
You never watched Beetlejuice?
It's a movie.
No, because...
Google it, bitch. You'll know exactly who Beetlejuice is.
Bitch, I'm gonna Google it. Beetlejuice. Right, yeah, she was everything. She was one of my best of the night. I loved the little dress. She's probably one of the only divas that's actually ages better as she gets older. Like, there's her, there's Trish, there's, Ivory, she doesn't stay.
Oh. Just took a turn.
Gee. Yeah, everything. Can't say anything 'cause I'm speechless. Yes.
Okay. Good job, Lita. Lita looked gorgeous. But let's move on to a current diva now on the roster, hoping to make her way up to the Hall of Fame. Nikki Bella, our current Divas champion, who will have her title on the line tonight. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, her title won't be on the line. Oops, I wish.
I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, fantasy booking.
I wish upon a star.
But Nikki Bella came out with arm candy in hand. She came out with John Cena swimming in that fucking suit. I'm so over wrestlers and their overgrown suits. Like, you don't have tailors and they're divas who are just tacky as hell. Now I'm like, I know why they don't tell their men to go get their shirts tailored and shit like that. It's because they're tacky just as well. But not in Nikki's case. I felt like Nikki looked very, very sexy. That's the first thing I thought of when she walked in. She had her hair pulled back in a tight, big-ass bun. Her makeup looked good. She looked very happy to be standing there with her man. Girl, we know you're John Cena's girl. We know that bullshit. They were all over each other. And I thought it was cute. I'm not hating. I thought her dress was so sexy. How the top cut up into her breasts. I thought it was sexy. It was revealing. And it was a long dress. Her body looked slamming. I liked it. I really, really liked it. So, good on you, Nikki. What do you think, Tom?
I think Nikki Bella, because she's got the money and everything. Not because Daddy Cena's given it all. She's going to go for the more expensive dresses. The only thing I didn't like about it was the 3 straps that were hanging off her boob. Like, I didn't like that bit. I like the rest of it. I like the hair in the bun.
Mm-hmm.
Lana-esque in spirit because she wasn't there. It was so-so. Probably the most expensive one, but the least average looking.
I doubt her dress was the most expensive one.
Well, when you've got the Cena dollar, you go all out, baby.
Mm-hmm. Nikki, what do you think of Nikki Bella?
I thought she looked great. We all know Nikki loves her cleavage, so I was kind of expecting something revealing, but I liked how she kind of kept it conservative, but I liked how she still had, like, half her tit on the side hanging out. So, I mean, good on you, girl. You look gorgeous. Like, both you guys said, I loved her hair as well. And, I mean, they're a hot couple. So, I mean, she looked very presentable, so I'm not going to hate.
Gigi?
I thought she looked good. I liked how the tit looks like it was, like, cutting up the shirt. I like that. It looks like her, like, implant was about to pop out and shit. The hair is slicked back. That looked good. And Cena looking like he was about to drown was not so great. But, you know, not everyone can be a 10 on the carpet.
Yeah.
But like Tom said, she looked good, but it wasn't like, damn, Nikki. Like, I don't think she didn't really, like, slay my life.
Right. I think she tried to go for something memorable with the cutoff on the breast, but it was just sexy, and there's not much you can say about it. It's simple and sexy. Boom, done. On to her sister, who came out in a very bland red, very simple. Her hair was up in braids, very hippie and bohemian. At first, I did not like this dress. Brie came out, all we saw was the front of her, and I was just like, oh, how simple, how bland, how boring, how Brie. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I was just like, ugh. And then after, this is my gripe. I have a big gripe with WWE and how they shoot this red carpet. I wish they did it outside, how every other red carpet is done. And they have a bunch of photographers that work for the company that they can have them all take pictures of the superstars and divas coming into the arena so we can actually see the dresses. But when I went back to look at the pictures, I loved the back of Brie's dress. It was beautiful. So the whole dress is the back. So I suggest you guys go look for pictures. I'm going to try to find a picture of her with the back of the dress so everybody can see what I'm talking about. I thought it was cute. I thought it was very Brie. It was still her style. It's very simple. But it was very appropriate. I did not like the hair. I thought the hair was a mess. But Nikki, what do you think?
Brie has shown up a lot at the red carpets, and she's actually impressed before. Like, a couple years ago, one of her gowns was gorgeous. I think she was my best of the night. But this year, the only thing that I could say is her makeup was beautiful. Like, she had that down pat. But I was a little disappointed with the dress, and I haven't seen the back, so I don't know exactly what you're talking about. But from the front, I just didn't really like it. I mean, Renee had a similar kind of red dress as well, and I thought Renee rocked it more. She just kind of looked like a side piece to Daniel Bryan, which shouldn't be the case, because, I mean, you're competing in WrestleMania this Sunday. You think you would kind of have something going on better. But anyway, she's not my worst, but yeah, I don't know. She was just boring, bland Brie.
She fell in the middle, basically, as always.
She's an afterthought with that, though.
Yeah. Gigi, your thoughts on Brie?
I thought she looked very just kind of basic, as you keep saying all these words. Starfbeat and Brie, it just goes together. But it was like she had this like thing on her arm where it looks like her arm was maybe broken. I got all scared, like, oh shit, oh no. And she tried to do the little have a arm jewelry. I didn't like that. I saw the back of the dress. The back is very cute, but she looks less like a diva and more like one of the guys' wives. Like if I never watched WWE and I was like watching this for the first time, I would think she's like just a wife and not a diva. She's very just kind of like side piece to Daniel Bryan, like Nikki said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tommy?
Brie mode, more like bland mode. Next.
Moving on. We're going to move on to somebody who came out and made a splash on the red carpet with that gorgeous ball gown, Maryse, the Miz's wife, a former WWE diva, who's rumored to be filming a new reality show with Kelly Kelly. Ooh,
really?
Exciting, yes. They were both mic'd up at WrestleCon together, and they had a camera crew following them around. And fans there noted that that they were filming the show for E because they had to sign off waivers that they could use their likeness on the show. So
my goodness.
Yeah, very interesting, and I'm very happy, and I hope the show gets picked up because I always been a fan of Kelly Kelly. She has a lot of haters, but I always like Kelly. But going on to Maryse. Maryse came out in a nice tight bun. She kind of looked like a ballerina from the head up. And Maryse gave us a tease. This is why I love Maryse, because Maryse is very hip and she's very down with the social media and she knows how things work and she knows how to keep her name out there, even though she's not an active diva. But people still know about her. People still talk about her. We all know what she's up to because she keeps active on social media, like taking a picture of her dress before she goes out to the red carpet. Divas, take notes. You want to get popular? Follow Maryse, because the bitch is not even on the roster and people still talking about her. She came out in a nice, I want to say it was a nudish white gown. I don't know what it was. She just sparkled. She reminded me of a ballerina. She looked like it was her night. Like, I don't know. She looked amazing. I loved Maryse's look. I loved it. Gigi, what do you think about Maryse?
She looked great as she usually does. Like, she never disappoints at any of these Hall of Fame. She always comes out this looking on 10. She looked perfect. I love the bun. If I had to pick who had the best bun between her and Nikki, it's fucking Maryse. Maryse just, like, slayed lives. And then the Miz was there. And she makes Miz better. Like, when Miz is standing by himself, I'm like, eh. And then she comes, it's like, oh, he looked, that's an attractive man. Then she leaves again. It's like, he's a 5. He's a 5. She looks so good. Like, she's just amazing. I love Maryse today.
Tommy, your thoughts on Maryse?
She was like a cute little fairy. I liked it. Miz said that he chose it for her, so good for him for actually having taste. Probably should take it on himself, but you know. I
think Miz dress is pretty nice. I think he cleans up very nice.
He's one of the better dressed.
Yeah, his suit was
but
fitted.
It's the hair. He needs to do something with it because it's just there. Love the dress. Very sleek, very clean. Again, taking a page out of Lana's book with the bun in her hair. Slayed. She was paid with diamonds.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Nikki, your thoughts?
Yes, Maryse. Beautiful. Like, honestly, she commanded, like, all the attention last night with that gown. And good on Miz for picking up that gown for her, apparently. And I loved when Renee was interviewing them. She just, like, sidestepped Miz and was like, Maryse, girl, like, well, look at your dress. You look great. And she's like, oh, I'll do a little twirl for you. And she's, like, trying to twirl. And the thing is so heavy, but she just looks amazing. So, honestly, she was probably one of the best, if not the best, looking diva there last night.
Definitely
and her makeup, like I'm just looking at a photo of Instagram. Her hair was on point with the bun. I loved that her hair was bleached out. Take note, Ziggler, please. And yeah, I just feel like her makeup was absolutely beautiful. So good on you, girl. And now that you were talking about her and Kelly doing that reality show, maybe I would love to see that because Maryse is fucking hilarious.
Yes, she is. And she looked beautiful, and she's a high contender of one of my bombshells for the night. Next, we have a former WWE diva, former women's champion, Molly Holly, who surprised us on the red carpet. I don't know, a lot of people might have missed her because, of course, WWE did not give her any shine, but she was there to watch one of her good friends get inducted, Medusa, and Molly Holly came out in a nice black dress, and on the side, I believe Candy Burris from the Atlanta Housewives wore the same exact dress to a reunion 2 years ago. And it had like diamonds all on the side, and it really synced in her waist. She looked gorgeous. Her hair is black. I I thought Molly Holly looked beautiful, and she's one of the divas, one of the forgotten divas. I hate to say it, but they give her no shine, no creds, and she was one of Trish Stratus' biggest rivals, and she still gets nothing. But Molly needs to be there, and she needs to be inducted soon because this is the 3rd year in a row I think she was at the Hall of Fame. She always shows support. Medusa gave her a shout out on stage. She looked beautiful, and I just wish they showcased her a little more last night. But Molly, you looked amazing. Nick, what do you think about Molly's look?
Yeah, honestly, I feel so bad, but like when the red carpet first started and they panned out, and I don't know if it was Eva or Rosa or Mama was there or something, but I was looking at them and I didn't even know that was Molly Holly standing out of the corner.
She looks different,
until I seen the Vinaroonie of her doing it, and like you said, she looked gorgeous. And last time I seen Molly, it was at that clusterfuck 25 WrestleMania Battle Royal when her hair was blonde, and I'm not feeling the blonde on Molly, but the brunette, and just looked really great. And I love that gown on her too. She just looks so cute, and I agree with you. She definitely needs to be in the Hall of Fame at some point. And not like, even if that's not the case, at least give her some acknowledgement, because that's bullshit. On Twitter, there was no acknowledgement of her even being there.
At least Medusa gave her a shout out. And Molly, she kind of reminds me of Reese Witherspoon for some reason, especially when she was standing on the red carpet, because I didn't notice her until Tom mentioned it. Tom's like, "Did you see Molly?" And I was like, "No, I didn't." So I rewind to go see her. And then when I spotted her right away, and I was like, "There's my girl." But Tommy,
she was just standing there.
Go ahead, Tommy. What do you think about Molly?
She looked okay. She looked better. She's probably not the best of what we've seen of her, since she's left the company. But bless Molly Holly. Yeah. She got like the tiniest bit of the tiniest bit of recognition, because Alundra Blaze was like, "Oh, I love Stone Cold," and Nora Greenwald. And there was like no reaction. It was like crickets, apart from like 2 people that were like,
like they know her as Molly Holly, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
They didn't know who she was talking about.
Yeah, they didn't know who Nora Green is.
Right. She looked fine.
Us crazy fans, we picked it up, because, they used to be a tag team together, and down in WCW, they worked together. So, right when she said Nora Green, I was like, yeah, Molly. But, some of the younger fans don't know who she is.
Right.
Gigi, your thoughts on Molly?
I thought she looked good. She was giving me like she was trying to be a candidate, the next woman to go in Hall of Fame. That's why she came out looking so good. But the divas, none of the older divas ever come out looking bad. And I was kind of afraid, like, when he said Molly Holly was there, I'm like, oh, please don't wear anything like you wore at WrestleMania 25 for that Hall of Fame. But she looked really good, and she improved, so I liked it.
Yeah, I feel like nowadays, the retro divas, the divas from back in the day, they come out looking better than the current divas.
Seriously?
Like, they just do for me. But speaking of former divas, our next is another former WWF Women's Champion, Ivory, who I saw a quick little picture of her. Well, it was more like a Vine and a Vinaroonie, and then I seen a picture of her with Bayley a night before the Hall of Fame. Homegirl looks amazing. Her body's still cut up as ever. I bet you anyone could go into that ring and still tear it up. But Ivory looked beautiful, as always. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, that woman does not age at all. I don't even know how old she is, but she looks like she's in her, like...
She's 55.
Wow.
She's 55, that is she.
Yeah.
She looks like she's in her late 30s. Like, like, she still looks gorgeous. Her skin is flawless. I didn't see her dress last night, but I did see that photo of her and Bayley, and that was really cool to see those two together. And it's just, like, it's good to see that she's still around WWE, and, like, she's another one that should be a shoot-in for the WWE Hall of Fame at some point.
Yes. Gigi. Your thoughts on Ivory?
I thought Ivory looked really good. She looked, I think, out of, like, Brie, who wore red, and she wore red, she looked better. That dress kind of looked like a prom dress, so most of the former divas were wearing prom dresses, so I'm not really on them for that. But she did look good, and she's another one that looked like, bitch, are you just, like, drinking from the fountain of youth? Like, she didn't even look different from, like, the last time I saw her, so she looks really good.
Tommy?
I think one of you just said it a minute ago, but Brie wore red, she wore red, and she looked 10 times better. She's also one of those divas that, as she gets older, she never ages, she looks younger. She's in good shape, and I really like what she wore, but she dressed like a mum. Is she a mum? I don't know, but she dressed like one, and I liked it.
Moving on to another former WWE diva, we have Victoria, who is also a former WWE Women's Champion. She was there, and I first spotted Victoria because she was sitting down, keying it with Molly Holly in the back when they were doing the red carpet. I just seen them two sitting down, just talking, people walking by. Victoria's pulling them over to say hello, and I was just like, yes, look at them chilling. I was like, I like to see this, but Victoria came out. I loved her look last year more than this year. I gotta be honest. I didn't like the dress. I don't know. It was too, like, sundress for me. It wasn't formal enough for me. It looked like a dress you'd wear to a summer cookout. So, I'm not here for Victoria's outfit. Still love you, girl. I thought the hair was cute, but I'm not here for it. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, the hair was cute, but I agree. It was kind of like a dress you would wear to go to the beach, not the Hall of Fame. So, but I mean, I kind of understand it's like it wasn't about her. Maybe that's why she kind of went low key with her dress. And but I mean, come on, it's the Hall of Fame, girl. And if you're wanting to get inducted, you need to dress up a little bit more. I don't know. I was kind of disappointed with Victoria because I love her, and last year she looked flawless. So.
Yeah. Gigi?
I thought she looked very casual, like she was just like chilling. I think it's because like last year she was a little more in the front row, not the complete front row, but she was closer. And this time they had her like off to the back. Like the only time you saw her was like when they panned through the crowd. So she's like, "Fuck y'all, I'm wearing like a sundress." I'm like, "Okay, girl, do what you need to do." Shit.
Tommy?
Yeah, last year she wore this white dress, and it was because she was obviously getting recognition from the Lita, right. So obviously she was going to have the camera on her when Lita mentioned her. She had to look flawless. But this year it was more like beach house, and it should have been "This is my house" at the Hall of Fame. So
I can understand why she wore that sundress now, because it's California, and she wasn't sitting in the front because, like, you know, the people that sit in the front are people that WWE think are more likely to be mentioned because they worked with some of the people that are up there getting recognized. But then again, it brings me back to Molly Holly. Molly Holly worked with Medusa. She should have been up front. But that's either here or there. Let's move on. Speaking of flawless, Layla. Layla came out with her man. Looking good. I feel so happy that Layla has a man. I don't know why. I'm like, oh my god.
I'm happy for you.
My girl got a man. So she came out in a gorgeous long gown. It looked like a wedding dress for a minute. But she looked beautiful. She looked happy. She looked healthy. She was in that little spinneroonie cam. That's all we call it now. It was this Vineroonie because Booker T renamed it. But she looked gorgeous. Her makeup was done beautifully. I loved the embroiderment in the dress. I thought everything was on point. Her hair and her makeup was gorgeous. I even liked the clutch that she carried around. I just liked the dress. I thought Layla looked good. This was a big improvement from the previous years. So what do you think, Tommy?
Like, over the past couple of weeks, I've seen on Twitter some pictures of her at, like, some Be a Star campaigns, and she has lost a lot of weight and a lot of muscle. And the hair, it's nice when it's short. She's obviously took the weave out or extensions or whatever she calls it. She was, for me, she was one of the best dressed. Like, I liked it. It fit her body. I liked the little bag, clutch, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. Her makeup looked nice. She was one of my best. I really liked it. Nice, clean, simple. Love it.
Gigi?
I thought she looked really, really good. I was like, bitch, what wedding are you going to? Because I'm saying, like, she's slaying like it's her goddamn wedding day. I was not ready. And her boyfriend looked really good, too. He was one of the few guys that, like, was with their day and actually looked good. Like, I was like, okay, they match each other. Because, like, it was either the guy looked really good and the girl was, like, falling off, like, Keith Slater and whoever the fuck he brought. And then, or, like, the girl looked really good and then the other guy, this looked terrible. Or you're, like, Cameron and you both look equally bad, but we're going to get to that.
Bitch, please, no.
Nikki?
Yeah, I love Layla's dress. I'm looking at it now, and there's so much detail in it that I didn't pick up on earlier. And I love that her hair is short now. I think it fits her face a lot better. She's just got such a cute little face anyway, so I feel like it shapes it a lot better. And yeah, I just love the color on it, too. It does look like a wedding gown, and I'm happy for that she's got a man, too. Because, I mean, she's been looking for one for a couple of years, and I feel
he used to be in the WWE.
Yeah.
Oh, who is he?
He's one of the guys he got cut really early, though.
Oh. She had a segment with him on SmackDown. There was like, he had this handkerchief in his hand, and she came out in the Miami Heat because it was her hometown. Yeah. He had like this big ass afro, but he's looking good now.
Well, I know, he was cute.
Yeah, it's a very cute guy. But moving on to cute. Layla's counterpartner, her former tag team partner, Michelle McCool, former Divas champion, former women's champion, and the wife of The Undertaker was there, slanging lives. She might as Michelle McCool, last year she slayed. This year she slayed. I swear, the Hall of Fame is her thing. Undertaker had the WrestleMania. The Hall of Fame is Michelle McCool's for these Divas. Because she's killing them. She's
continues.
Oh my god, the streak really does continue. Michelle McCool came out in a nice, flirty, deep, low-cut V-neck, blue leather with a nice gold belt, and then she had a long little chain necklace. It was cute. Her hair was up in a bun with bangs coming down. Her freaking makeup was flawless. Pun intended. Put it in. I loved it. She rocked it. Michelle McCool is definitely a high contender for one of my bombshells. She looked amazing. I just can't get over this girl. This girl she just knows how to dress. She knows what fits her body, and she knows what looks good on her. And this blue is doing everything for her. Everything. Gigi, what do you think?
She fucked up my life. I was like, damn it, Michelle. She looked so good. Like the bun and then like the bangs coming down and then the dress, her body. Like you can never tell she had a baby. Her body still looks like she's back wrestling in like '09. It's fucking amazing. And then the color looks so good on her. I wish she could have been like out there on stage because out of like all the girls that don't wrestle anymore, it's like between her and Maurice that just look like the fucking best. They look so good.
Tommy.
She's in the running for the best. She was one of the only divas that kept, well, former divas and divas in general, kept it simple. I love the colour. That's probably one of my favourite colours. Electric blue, dark blue. Again, the Lana bun, as I'm going to refer to as now. Loved that. The belt was nice. The shoes were good. She kept it simple. She got everything on show. Well, literally. Loved it. Nope. Speechless.
Nikki?
Yeah, this was one of my favorite gowns of the night as well. I love the accessories. I love the belt. The shoes were on point. I'm not a big fan of bangs on divas, but Michelle McCool always pulls it off. So I actually liked her hair that she had. I liked the low-cut V-neck as well. Last year she was gorgeous in that red gown, and this year she just kind of went with something more fun, more flirty, and it was kind of like a beautiful cocktail dress. So it's like, I'm definitely here for Michelle. Yeah, you should be inducted in the Hall of Fame alone just for your style, girl.
For real. Moving on next, we have a member of the Rhodes family, Cody Rhodes' wife, Eden Styles, who came out with Dusty Rhodes in hand. I thought it was really, really cute and appropriate that she came out with her father-in-law. She looked very, very nice. I loved her hair. She had like a cute little braid to the side. Her hair was down. She had a nice tight, I believe it was a black dress. It could have been a navy blue. I'm not sure. And she had it off the shoulders, and there was kind of like a triangle flap down on her shoulders. Her cleavage, her boob, the girls were out. Her body looked slamming. Her makeup was on point. I feel like this was a big upgrade from her last year's dress. I liked it. I thought it was appropriate. I thought it was formal, and it was perfect for the Hall of Fame. So good on you, Eden. I liked it. Tommy, what do you think about Eden Styles?
Boring. Next.
Okay. You heard it first. Gigi, what do you think about Eden?
She didn't do anything for me at all. It just was Eden. Like, she wasn't Bella boring, but she was just Eden Styles.
Okay.
Just there.
Boring Styles.
Nikki, your thoughts on Eden?
You guys are harsh on Eden. Like, I don't even like the girl that much, but I thought she looked good. The girls were out to play, obviously. The dress, like, I don't know if it was a black or blue or like a dark green, but I mean, it looked great with her skin tone. And yeah, I liked it. I thought it was really appropriate for her to go out there with Dusty too, because it's like we don't get to see too much interaction with the Rhodes family. Like, there's no talk of Eden and Cody being married or anything on WWE programming, so it was nice to see that. But anyway, yeah, she's not like, she was another afterthought really, because I had to think about what she was wearing again.
Oh.
It was pretty much the same thing she wears on SmackDown.
Ooh, poor Eden.
I know when James was talking, I'm trying to think like, wait, who? Oh, Cody's wife. Got it.
I don't know. Eden's been growing on me. I love the dress. I thought it was appropriate. It's a Hall of Fame. She looked like she was on where she belonged, on a red carpet, and she was subtle, black, and sexy, and it was appropriate. She went with her father-in-law as a date, so I don't know. That's how I look at it. But moving on, we have the lady of the night, the former WWE Women's Champion, who dumped that shit, but she pulled it out of the trash bin, was Alicia Blaze, who was inducted last night into the Hall of Fame. She came out in a beautiful metallic silver crop top dress. This bitch, I tweeted her a couple of weeks ago. I was like, clearly you found the fountain of youth. And I was like, can you tell me where it is? She tweeted me back, and she's like, oh, thank you. And she retweeted it. So I got my shine from Alicia Blaze. She had an amazing speech. It was her night. She had a good time. I think she had a bit to drink, but that's okay, girl. It's a celebration. And, you know, she was up there. I thought her speech was so enjoyable. She was so real. She's the definition of a woman. Like, she holds nothing back. She'll say whatever the fuck she wants to say, and I love that about her. But we're going to talk about her dress right now. Her dress was beautiful. I loved it. I loved the back. It was very young and fresh. Gigi told me that was one of her options for a prom dress. And I was like, what? I was like, Alicia Blaze, dress it up like a 19-year-old? Okay. I was like, I got you. But I thought she looked gorgeous. I loved that. Her hair, her makeup, everything. Alondra, you get an A+ for me. Tommy, what do you think about Alondra?
I liked it. You know, obviously she's one of the more older women that were there at the night. She looked amazing. It was her night in terms of the women. When she was doing her speech, though, she had the trash can, or the bin as we call it in the UK. The bin, she when she bent down, I thought the top was going to come off because she had to hold it.
Yeah, because the top is open.
Yeah. I didn't know if it was a dress or if it was a top and a skirt. I didn't know what it was. Like, I couldn't tell.
The
was
top?
It a dress? Was it a top and a skirt?
No, it's a
top
top.
And a skirt.
Yeah, it's a top.
Oh.
Yeah, and the back is completely open. Completely.
Okay, well, it's her night, so A, yes.
Okay. Gigi?
She looked so fucking good, like her body and then like just like her face. I love that the arms of the dress were sheer, so you can kind of see like her tattoos peeking through, and then like it was shining, and it's like she looks so good. Like if you said like she wrestled like way back when it was like Monday Night Wars and shit, like you would never know. She looks so just like damn good. Like she looked better than all the other divas. Like usually it's like whoever the females get inducted, she has like some competition. Like no, bitches, like none of them were fucking with her on any level.
Nikki?
Lots of praise for Medusa. I thought she looked great. I thought she looked beautiful. She looked so good for her age. But honestly, in my opinion, I wasn't a big fan of the dress. Like, I liked it. It was just kind of, it was like you guys said earlier, it was a very young dress, and she pulled it off, but I don't know, I wanted to see something a little bit more like gown-like, just because I mean it was her night, she was going into the Hall of Fame, but I mean I can't take anything away from her. She looked gorgeous, but I mean she wasn't an A+ for me. I'd give her like a B+.
Fair enough. Speaking of B+, moving on to Rosa Mendes. Well,
so what was that, D+?
More like double D+.
Rosa Mendes, I'm gonna give you a shine real quick. Rosa Mendes, who currently has a new man. She's been posting pictures of him on Instagram, and he's one of Paige's friends. So you know it's coming in handy, hanging out with Paige. You got you a new rocker boyfriend with tattoos. So good for you, Rosa. I know you're getting laid. You look happy. But Rosa came out in a nice, I don't know if it was nude. It was like a nude white. You could see her legs when she stands in the light. She had diamonds all over it, little embroidery. It was cute. Her hair looked nice to the side. One thing about Rosa, I thought with this dress, she looked beautiful from the distance. When you seen her walking in from the distance, no shade.
That's like saying like she looks so good when you turn the lights off. Like shit.
But hear me out. Hear me out. It's because when you see the silhouette of the dress with her legs, I thought it looked really, really cute. But when it comes up closer, the dress kind of looks a little cheap. But like that's just me nitpicking. But you know, honestly, I thought she looked beautiful. I'm not going to take anything from her. She looks very happy. She was there with her mom. She brought her mom on the red carpet, which was cute. You know, she just started dating this man. Don't bring him around work yet, so I'm glad that she did that. She had a cute little clutch with her that matched her dress. Her makeup was on point, and I liked her hair. I thought, you know what? All jokes aside, Rosa, you looked good. Nikki, what do you think about Rosa?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Rosa. I thought she always kind of delivers at these red carpet events. I've never really seen Rosa bad.
No, she never looked a mess at these. Never.
No. So, and like you said, I loved her hair. I love her hair down to the side. I'm so happy that it's finally back to just a solid black. That's the best look for her. The gown, I get what you mean. Like, from a distance, it looks great. When you get closer, I feel like I've seen this gown before, though. I don't know if I've seen it on Eve, like
It was
Eve
another
or...
prom dress.
Nikki Bella wore something similar last
Yeah,
year.
Nikki or Eve. Either one of them have worn something very similar, especially with the bottom, with it kind of being see-through with the legs. But regardless, I thought she looked really great. Her boobs looked great. They weren't weighing her down. So, yeah, good for you, Rosa.
I thought the boobs looked heavy, but that's okay. Gigi, what do you think?
Like, she had, like, another, like, Alicia Fox thing going up, like, from the neck up, flawless. I thought the dress looked good on her, but it was, like, Medusa had on a prom dress, and it looked like it worked for her. Like, she just looked like she took her, like, daughter's dress and said, oh, I lost 10 pounds, I can fit this now. Like, I didn't enjoy the dress on her. No. I feel like she should have did something more, like, I feel, like, because, like we said, it looks like Nikki Bella's, like, Nikki, like, did it better. She should have went for something a little different. I don't know.
All right, Tommy.
I thought Kelly wore this whenever she was in WWE. Like it just remembers in my mind. But I'm not a fan of the waist down where you've got like the sparkles covering the fufu and then the like drape curtain thing. And showing off the legs. I didn't like it. It was more like, hey, I'm Fandanga's classy girlfriend, more like trashy. I didn't like it. She never has a good dress. Do you find me one picture of a good dress in her on WWE TV and I will slap myself?
On Rosa?
Rosa?
On Rose, if you
I can find you a few.
I've seen a couple good dresses on Rosa.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
On TV?
Yes, on TV. I've seen a few on her.
You find me a picture, boy.
I'll find it for you.
I'll find you a couple.
Yeah, I'll find you more than one.
Just the one will do. I don't want to be, Rosa. Yeah. There's too much on show. Don't want too much more.
Girl, you're so shady.
All right. Oh, speaking of shady, everybody put on your sunglasses because Cameron is next.
Oh, please don't.
Oh,
Why?
She came out.
God.
Is it gold or is it blue?
I don't know.
I'm not quite sure.
This is just a mess. She can't. I don't know what. Oh my guys, I can't even begin to explain what she's wearing. The what she has under this dress, I don't know. Oh my, Cameron, really? No, I'm done. Like I gotta pick out of Cameron. What the fuck are you thinking, bitch? You look tacky as hell. You look like a ripe banana. Like you look like you're just sitting on the fucking counter for days, bitch, just fucking rotten. Like I can't believe she did this. And then she has this like colorful shit between her crotch. It looks unflattering. And then she has it on her tits. And then she's standing there with her man with that goofy ass smile on his face, looking like the guy from the Mask. Like this is awful. It's terrible. It looks like a gold. I'm like, girl, bye. Like your own words. The only thing I gotta say is her makeup looks good because a Honey Blee, whatever her name is, the girl that does their makeups. She does a good job, but this fucking dress looks cheap as hell. You look like you got it at downtown at a Chinese shop. It looks a fucking mess. I don't even want to know what kind of shoes you're wearing, you dumb bitch. Like this, like you're my girl on the roster. I like your character on TV, but your sense of style, bitch, is a hot ass mess. You look like roadkill. I'm over it. Gigi, what do you think about this mess? Like, I'm so mad. Like, ew. She insulted me.
Like, this bitch looked like the sun off of the Teletubbies. She looked like Ted off of goddamn Curious George. She looked like a yellow emoji. She looked like a lemon, like, and then she dragged Vinny down with her. Like, you know that man did not want to wear a yellow suit. He looked like a pimp, and she looked like the $2 hooker. Like, when I saw the dress, it took me a minute. Like, I dropped my phone. I was just like, ah. And I'm like, she didn't wear that. And I picked it back up. It's Photoshop. It's something. No, she literally thought that looked good. She's smiling like this is like the best day of her life. I'm like, how dare she think she looks good in yellow? Like, it doesn't work. If I already knew I don't like Cameron, this shit, like, I can't, like, pink slip. She would have looked great in a fucking pink slip. Like, how dare you wear this, girl? No.
Nikki?
You know what? This girl probably thinks she looks the bomb.com right now. And she probably spent a lot of chingle, but she looks a fucking hot-ass mess. Like, I'm looking at it now, this gown doesn't look like it's even complete. Like, no. It's so patchy. And underneath, girl, like, it just looks like she's fucking wearing sparkly underwear and lingerie. And it's just like, oh, it's just a fucking mess. And yeah, Vinny is a joke. Sam, I don't know what the fuck he's been drinking, but he actually enjoyed this. Like, yeah, he loves his suit. And I'm not here for it. Yeah,
Sam also likes Ryback. We have to think of his taste.
Yeah, she was probably one of the worst, if not the worst, diva on the red carpet last night.
Oh my god!
And we were all expecting it too, which is the sad thing.
Tommy.
Okay. It seems the sparkle, it looks like their future unborn child has just glued the dress and just thrown glitter on it. In the right places, I might add. It's disgusting, like what I said about Rosa's dress, about showing the skin through the dress. It's like Oksana's 2K13 outfit. It's disgusting. In every fucking single way possible. The hair is probably the only part about it, but let's face it, that's not real. That's weavy. How they chant Sasha's ratchet. I think they should chant this at Cameron. Cameron's ratchet. She looks like a mouldy banana in the bin.
Please, let's not take Sasha's hard work and give it to fucking.
You know, Medusa put the women's belt in the bin. They should have put Cameron in the bin.
Oh Lord!
Just take her off this earth. And Vinny, please. He looks like the Hulk or whatever his name is, the yellow one. The one with the green and with the yellow hat, I don't know. Oh, put him in the bin and on fire.
Oh, the mask.
That's the one.
Somebody edited it and put it. I'm gonna show it to the listeners, but Cameron.
Cameron, so I can delete this picture.
With those little things on her, like those jewel. I don't know. They look like fruity pebbles just spilled on her, and like it literally looks like she was dipped in glue and dragged across a flea market. Like. Oh my God!
She was promoting John Cena's Pebbles, his fruity Pebbles. She was promoting them on her.
She was promoting ratchetness.
Just disgusting.
You know what? Not enough time for Cameron.
Not enough. Next.
She looks better in what she's wearing today, but shit.
They all do. They all do. Eva's looks flawless today.
All right, let's go. Let's move it on to the $1 billion princess, Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon wore it was a blue banana. No, it was a blue Band-Aid dress. This is starting to be Stephanie's little thing. She always goes to her Band-Aid dress because they really make your body look good. They really hug. I thought it was simple. It was cute. It was appropriate. It was something that you wear if you own the bitch. So, Steph, I thought you looked cute. What do you think, Nick? Boring.
I wasn't feeling Stephanie's makeup at all either. The very sparkly Alexa Bliss eyeshadow, was not feeling that. Like you said, the Band-Aid dress, yeah, it makes her body look good, but it was just boring. Taking a page out of Brie Dow's book. I'm sorry, I was not feeling it.
Brie Dow.
Gigi?
She looked like a mom. She's the scenario one that didn't do anything for me. She didn't look bad, but she didn't look great. She just says Stephanie. Just Stephanie.
Okay, Tommy?
I've got a picture of her now. Okay, well, looking like a mom, let's just say. I don't know. No, it does nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. It makes it look frumpy. No. Next.
Okay. Who's next? Next we have Lilian Garcia, who came out in a nice, fun black dress. I really like the details of this dress, especially near the breast area. She had a nice little triangle coming in, a nice little lace kind of mesh thing in front of it. I thought it was cute. Her hair could have used some work, but overall, I thought Lilian looked cute. She looked presentable. It was appropriate for the Hall of Fame. What do you think, Gigi?
I thought she looked good. It was because sometimes she's one that strikes out and she looks good, but at this point, she's been with WWE for how many years? She knows how to dress. She knows what fits her body. She looked good.
Okay, Nikki?
Yeah, Lilian looked really good. I think her husband's a fashion designer, so that's no surprise. My only thing with Lilian is that she doesn't really do anything different with her hair. It's always kind of the same straightened out look. And I I love her hair, but I want her to I was expecting maybe it to be put up or some curls or something or put to the side, but no. But other than that, yeah, she looked great. I did like the design and the detail in her dress. So good on you, Lil.
Tommy.
It was like the PG version of Michelle's. Obviously, the goodies were covered up. I agree with Nick. Her hair's just always the same. It looked more like a cocktail party dress. It wasn't really Hall of Famer worthy. So, just basic, traditional Lilian Garcia. End of.
Okay. Now moving on to another WWE announcer. We had Renee Young, who was in a red dress, and her hair was kind of cropped, very retro with a red lip. I thought it was very... Alright, here's my thing with Renee. I have a love-hate with it. I feel like the way it was mainly on the hair. I didn't like how the hair was parted on that side of the head, because the way that they were shooting the show, all you saw was this big part of her hair in your face throughout the whole time she was interviewing people. I wish her hair was slicked the opposite direction, or maybe had her standing on the other side. Then it would have been more flattering. But her on TV, standing that way with her, that big bush, that big curl of her hair in my face, was so distracting. It took away from her dress. You couldn't really see her face. So I was not here for it. So that was, I believe that was an error within her and her hairdresser. They didn't think that far on how she's going to be shot. And that's something you got to think about when you're going to be on TV, Miss Renee. So, I don't know. But other than that, I thought her dress was simple. I thought it was cute. I thought it was classic. And, you know, it's Renee. She didn't disappoint at all. But I just feel like that little error, maybe I'm nitpicking, but that's just me. What do you think, Tommy? Tom? Gigi?
Oh, no, I'm here. Sorry, I put it on mute. Sorry, my bad. I was trying to sing. What was I trying to say? Oh, yeah. Renee, the red fits Renee. Like, it's the best colour for her. I like the red dress. I like the matching style of red lip. The hair, I liked it. I'd have to disagree with you, James. I liked it. It was nice and short. It was curled and poofed up. Dean Ambrose hit that spot.
Well, I like the hair. It's just, I wish it was part of the opposite direction. I don't know. That's just my pet peeve.
I think it's the way she was standing. If she stood on the other side, it would have looked...
Exactly, yes. It's the way it was shot. It was like, no, it's so unflattering the way that they shot her. So that was my issue. Like, if you see, there's a picture with her and Corey Graves floating around, and she's at the bar, and it's perfect how she's shot, because her hair is down to the opposite side. The slick back is towards the camera. She has her hand out. It shows her neckline, her jawline, her chest. Everything looks beautiful, and that's how she should have been shot while interviewing people. But WWE clearly doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with that red carpet. But Gigi, what do you think about Renee?
Yeah, I feel like I'm with the hair, James. Like, it just looked like very angled weird, but the hair, she looked good. I like how she goes for, like, the old school Hollywood look every time we go to these little Hall of Fames and things. The only thing that I didn't like is, like, at the end when they were all talking and, like, Maria and her and all, like, the commentators were standing on the podium, and then, like, they panned out. Her dress was, like, the exact same color as the red carpet, so it kind of looked like she was wearing the whole entire red carpet. So, besides that, she looked really, really fucking good.
Okay, Nikki?
Yeah, I didn't mind the hair. I guess I have to go back and watch, because I didn't really see what you guys were talking about, like, how it was shot, how it looked weird. I thought she looked great. Her makeup was gorgeous, and she was paying homage to Marilyn Monroe with the hair. I'm just seeing here on Instagram, and yeah, it was beautiful. I mean, she was working the red carpet, right? So it's like I wasn't expecting her to lug around a heavy gown or anything, so she was very good, though.
Okay. Moving on, up next, we have the wife of WWE Hall of Famer Booker T, Queen Sharmell. She came out with Booker T. She had her hair back. I think she had it in braids, I think. Yeah, she did.
Yeah, I think so.
And she had, I don't know what she was wearing. It was like a big, old quilt. It was very simple. I wasn't here for it. To me, Sharmell was just there. She was a good character. She was a good character on TV. And it was just nice to see her. I didn't think anything of her dress. She didn't wow me. She didn't disappoint me. I was just like, wow, Sharmell's there. That's it. Tommy, what do you think about Sharmell?
I didn't like the sand colour. I didn't like how it was draping off the shoulders. Plain, basic, generic, bye-bye.
Okay. Gigi?
I liked, like, she was another one where, like, the neck up, she looked really good. Like, the dress looked like she just came from a toga party. I didn't like it. Like, when she first, like, walked in before Booker did his interview and, like, someone else was being interviewed, you saw from, like, the corner. I'm like, who is playing, like, Game of War? Like, who the hell is this? But she looked okay.
Okay, Nikki?
I love Queen Sharmell, and like, she looked comfortable. Yeah, I understand. Like, I don't know. It was very loose what she was wearing. I loved her little tiara that she was rocking, though, in the back of her hair. I thought she looked cute, but yeah, she wasn't a standout or anything. She was just kind of there. But I mean, I always love seeing Queen Sharmell.
What she lacked in the dress, she definitely made up in charisma.
As always. Moving on, we have another diva that's competing tonight at WrestleMania. We have Paige. Paige came out in a long black gown, very goth. On the bottom, she had lace. It was really cute and sexy. Showed her legs. Her hair was straight down, very basic, generic Paige hair and makeup. And the surprise was she was wearing Doc Martens. I don't know if that's a surprise for people with Paige, but I don't know. I was kind of, I wanted to see Paige in heels, but regardless, not even in heels. Maybe boots, nice dark gothic boots, something with heels on it. But I thought Paige looked hot. I thought she looked sexy. The cut of the dress was very good. It looked hot on her body with her nice little ass. And I liked her tattoo when she was standing down. She put her hands up, and I saw her tattoo on her thumbs. I thought it was cute. And, you know, Paige, she's just adorable. So, Gigi, what do you think about Paige?
Paige was another one that really didn't like do anything for me. She didn't look bad, but she didn't look good. I wish if like since she just wore Doc Martens, I didn't mind that. It was very Paige. But she should have did like something where her hair like curled it or did like something that looked nice instead of just like her Paige hair. Or if you're gonna wear like your hair regular, wear some heels or something.
Yeah, he got you. Nikki?
Yeah, I was disappointed with Paige, honestly. Like, I wanted to see, like, this was her first red carpet, so I guess she didn't want to take any, like, major risks. But, I mean, girl, it was just, like, a solid black dress. Honestly, I didn't think it did anything for her body. Like, I don't know, I just wanted to see a little bit of color. And, yeah, like, I understand she's the anti-diva, she doesn't want to wear heels. But, I mean, look at Lita. Look at those heels she rocked. And she just had her own style in there. So I just wanted something more from Paige. And her hair, too, was just, like, just bland and down. I'd like to see it curled. Because she's a beautiful girl. And it's like, I don't know. I was really disappointed with her. Like, she didn't look bad, but I wasn't impressed with her.
Mm-hmm. Tommy?
Yeah, like Nick said, she is one of the more natural, good-looking women without makeup. But, like, on Instagram, when you see pictures of her, she's always wearing, like, jeans with rips in them, these tank tops, her baseball cap backwards. She's wearing those leopard print canvas shoes. So, honestly, did you really expect her to wear, like, something true, you know, out there? Really? Because I didn't. Like, wearing the Doc Marten boots. Yeah. It was just Paige. Black, pale. Next.
We keep hearing your echo.
Hello?
Yeah.
Is it just a...
No, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
Gigi?
still here.
Oh my god.
Are we all here?
I think the echo went away.
It's me.
Okay. Moving on. Next, we have Eva Marie, who came out with her red hair and this nice black Michael Costello dress. I thought she looked absolutely gorgeous. The makeup was on point. The hair, I'm kind of over the hair to the side with Eva Marie. I get it, you're trying to make your trademark with WWE, but every time I see you everywhere else, your hair is not like that. So switch it up for me, please. That's my only gripe. But I loved her shoes. The shoes were the standout for this dress. The shoes was gorgeous. The dress was beautiful. Michael Costello never disappoints with these dresses. I love Eva Marie in black with that red hair and the red lips. I thought she looked gorgeous. And once again, the makeup was on point. So Eva Marie, you know, big upgrade from last year. Last year she came out in that washed out red with her red hair. I hated when she would do the red on red. But I love this black. She looked gorgeous, and she came out with her arm candy Jonathan, her husband, who was in a fitted suit. Thank God. The men got to get their props for wearing fitted suits because you can't swing a wet cat around WWE without hitting somebody with a fucking swimming in a suit. Like honestly, they're all in these big ass suits. You would think Rikishi's passing down suits to them. It's disgusting. But she looked amazing. So good on you, Eva Marie. And Jonathan. Jonathan looked very handsome. So I like them. They were probably my best couple. Gigi, who do you think? What do you think?
I thought Eva looked really good. I agree with the hair choices that like curled and then just like side part. I like to see her maybe slick it back because all the other hairstyles she does on like her Instagram and stuff looks really good. Her dress was flawless. It fit her perfectly. She was one of the really good looking girls, and I'm so happy she didn't wear red. I feel like last year they made her wear red with all red everything thing, but I'm happy she like did her own thing this year and was just like, I'm wearing black. It looks fucking good on me, and she looked gorgeous.
Yes. I almost called you Natty, Tommy. Go ahead.
No words. Looking at, I have to disagree with you, James, about the makeup. Looking very close, it looks very cloud caked on. Like I know Honey Valley did it, but it could have been toned down. The dress, she either wears red, white, or black. Like should have gone for something completely different. Like a nice silver would have looked nice. And these whole whatever his name is, Costello,
Michael.
Crap. What? Yeah, his name. I don't like the triangle bit. How it's from the neck and it's like a nut triangle, a diamond. I don't like it. Yeah, didn't like it. No, did nothing for me. No. I love the hair colour though. Will always stand for the colour of the hair.
She looked gorgeous. I don't know what you're talking about. Nikki?
I did. There was 3 I liked.
Nikki?
I'm not even a fan of Eva Marie, and I thought she slayed last night. She looked gorgeous. Like, this is what she's here for, honestly. I do agree with you, though, Tom, that it's only just black, white, and red that we get to see her in. I'd love to see her in, like, an emerald green gown. I just think that looks so beautiful with her hair. But, yeah, another point that you said, James, I'd like to see her hair pulled back, kind of like that Kelly did, like a slicked back ponytail. I just think that would have been a little bit better, but regardless, I thought she looked great. And I think her heels were my favorite heels of the night.
Yes, beautiful.
Because they're gorgeous. They're like studded. They're like gold studded.
Next on the list, we have the woman who inducted Lana Blaze. We have Natty Neidhart. She came out in a nice black Michael Costello dress with a nice triangle with the cleavage area. Showed a bit of a midsection. Her hair was slicked to the side. I noticed that's been a trend for the divas, the hair to the side. I thought Natty looked awesome. I thought she looked amazing. She looked sexy. I know she felt sexy. She was feeling herself in these selfies. Girl, you can't tell Natty nothing. She looks amazing. And I don't know, Michael Costello, this is his signature style with these dresses with the triangle in the midsection. And it fit Natty. It elongated her. It made her look a bit taller, a bit leaner. So I thought this was appropriate, and it was the best dress for Natty to pick to induct Medusa into the Hall of Fame. It was quite subtle, but yet still sexy. So I'm happy with Natty's choice. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, I actually like Natty's dress that she chose to induct Alendra in. It's very simple, but I like the top, how it's just showing a little bit of skin. And like you said, I do agree, it did make her kind of look slimmed down. And that's not to say that she's big or anything, but I mean, she's, like she said, she's stacked in the front and building the back. So I just felt like it looked really good. And her hair looked great too. Thank God she didn't stick with that white two-piece that she was going to go out with earlier. Looked like she had fucking 35 nipples on her chest.
I love that. Gigi, your thoughts on Natty?
I thought she looked really, really good. They had that side shot of her when she was talking about Medusa, and her body looked just, like, perfect. She looked really good. And, like Nick said, I'm happy she didn't wear that other shit. Looked like you could connect the dots on her top. It just didn't look good. I was so scared. Like, when she came out, my jaw dropped off of her not, like, just, like, of her not wearing that. I'm like, thank you, Natty. She looked really, really good. I was like, TJ sitting under proud as hell right now. He's just like, yeah, that's my girl. She looks fucking good.
Tommy, your thoughts on Natty?
Before I get onto this, let me just say that I'm so glad that she didn't wear that pink flamingo thing.
Oh, yeah, the one she Instagrams.
My God.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, my God. But onto this one. I swear to God, ever since 50 Shades of Grey has come out, she's gone to this whole sex dark kitten thing.
I loved
it. Oh, I love it. I love the bandage from the triangle chest to the back. I can't describe it. It's really good. I like you said, James or Nick, when he said it. The hair to the sides, like the trend of the WWE Divas. Either that or a bun. I loved it. Great. Not next, because she looked lovely.
I loved it.
She can stay. For now.
She can play with us. She can sit with us.
Next. Well, if she's wearing that fucking bondage thing tonight, Mania, she's out of my house.
I actually can't wait. Is she in the river?
I can't wait to see her wear.
She's in the dress river. She's tipping. Push.
All right. Well, moving on, we have our last. I don't even know what to call her. Well, she was the host of the show, Maria Menounos. She was hosting the red carpet pre-show, and she was wearing a nice little white flirty dress. It was short. She had her hair up. It had like mirrors or diamonds. It was something, and I don't know, embroidered onto the dress towards her neck. I didn't like it. I thought it kind of looked like a choker going wrong. It looked like something exploded on her chest. I wasn't feeling it, Maria. I thought last year you looked a lot better, and this year it was really disappointing. So I didn't like it, Maria. Gigi, your thoughts on Maria?
I didn't like it at all. Last year she fucking slayed. Her body looked great in her dress. Like this year it's like she looks like a $2 firework. She looks like a little kid who had a white piece of paper and took some glue and just drew like random bedazzled things on there. Like it didn't look good. And her body, like, it looked like it just looked so weird. Like, she looked like she was wearing, like, it was too big for her. It just kind of looked like a rectangle that's sitting on her body.
Yes. Tommy?
Last year, she was Maria Munoz, whatever her name is. This year, she's Maria Trash Nunoz. I hated it. I don't like it. It's, like you said, G, it was like a rectangle piece of paper that was just thrown onto her with some diamonds on her neck. Well, plastic diamonds, probably. No.
Nikki?
Yeah, I mean, she looked okay. I wasn't a fan of the dress, like, on her. Her hair, her hair looked great and her makeup was on point, but other than that, like, she didn't really stand out. I mean, good for her, though. She looked like she was enjoying herself, having a good time there, so I'm a little jealous of her, so maybe that's why I'm judging her.
she looked like she had a great time, especially with Dusty and Eden when she...
Oh, yeah.
Hot times. I thought that was cute.
Hot times.
She knew it all verbatim, and it was just on point. But yeah, those were all our looks for the pre-show, Hall of Fame, red carpet. I know some of these divas did not show up on TV, and you guys are wondering, how the fuck do they know what they were wearing? Social media, Instagram. That's how we found them all. Found all these dresses. So, as much as I can find, you guys are going to see all the dresses here, because some of these divas are so hard to find their looks, but I'm going to try to find as many as I can for you guys to see. But now we're going to move on to our bombshells and our grenades of the night. And we're going to start off with I think we should start off with our low. We should start and end it on a high. So we're going to go off with our grenades. And we're going to start off with you, Tommy. Who was your grenade of the night?
My grenade, well, obviously we know who it is. It was Ratchet One herself, Cameron. Like, I think we've basically just discussed everything that there is not to know about Cameron's banana peeled, mouldy, rotten dress. And do you know what? Vinny, actually, no, you know what? Scrap that. Vinny was the worst. Why the fuck would you go out wearing a yellow suit? Boy, the fuck off by.
Gigi, give us.
I'm giving it to Cameron too. She looked like Big Bird's nut sack. I fucking hated it so much.
Oh my god, it's Big Bird's nut sack. I can't. Oh my god.
She made Melina's Big Bird outfit at SummerSlam look like fucking Golden Globes-esque.
I can't.
Oh my god.
Nikki, your grenade.
Yeah, I'm not even sorry about this one. My grenade is Cameron. Like, girl, you showed up to the red carpet looking like a hot fucking mess. What do you expect? And for this, I was going to ask you guys, do you think she should be thrown into the river for this?
Why is she not in there
I'd
now?
throw her into the river for
Why
that.
is she not in there now?
Oh no, I can't put her in the
throw her in
river.
there with her whole entire wardrobe.
No, the river.
Drown the bitch.
I can't. No, I can't put her in the river yet. Even though my grenade is Cameron as well. She looked like an old banana peel. Like, I'm sorry. She looked like she was molded and rotten, and the color that it just looked like herpes coming out her fucking pussy. I was over it. She looked a mess. Like, what gets me so upset with her is that her head looks beautiful. Her hair is cute. Her makeup is cute. And then you look down, you're just like, what the fuck happened? Like, did you get dressed in the dark? Like, a mess. Like, why would you want to wear this big-ass, bright-ass color? Like, she just wants to be noticed. That's the thing. She wants people talking about shit. Like, I don't care if they think it's ratchet. They'll still be talking about me. Girl, you look a hot-ass mess. You're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing your man. That's why nobody can take you seriously in the ring. And it's just the way that you come out looking like a fucking idiot. Like, oh my god, she looks like the trash that was left over from last year's Mardi Gras WrestleMania. Like, come on. Like, she just...
It looked like she got dragged in the extras of the Mardi Gras.
For real. Like I said, dipped in glue and dragged across a flea market. Like, a mess. Like,
Or she got dragged on the float.
Oh, Cameron. Oh my god.
I thought nothing could be worse than when, like, they were at the WrestleMania party last year and she wore that, like, really long gown that had, like, words written on it. But she did it. She really did it this time.
Oh my god, last year was the best, too.
That was a fucking mess.
Oh my god, she just needs to stop it. She needs to get a stylist.
If she has one more bad outfit, the river, she's gonna. She has
Actually,
to.
do you know what? Fuck Rosa. Can you actually show me a picture of a good dress on Cameron on TV?
She has a few. She wore a few cute ones on like.
Really?
Yeah, once in a blue she wore.
They're always like semi.
Once in a rare moon. Oh.
Did you see the time that they were like out there putting out the numbers when I think it was Natty having a match? Cameron looked cute. She was holding up numbers or whatever, and her and Natty got into it.
It's like a big event with camera, she fucks up. Like, she just falls on her face.
If it's not the mustard hair, it's the mustard dress.
Well, the hair looked cute. That I will defend. I like the hair. I like the ombre on her. I thought the hair was gorgeous. I thought her makeup was on point. She's a pretty girl, but she just has no sense of style at
Can't wait to see this shit on Total Divas. Like, Penny, you should wear yellow. Okay, babe. Okay, babe.
All right.
Oh my god, imagine what Glitty looks like. Oh.
You know what? That's probably going to be a storyline. That's probably going to be a storyline on the next season of Total Divas. How he's going to be like, but babe, they're going to make fun of me. She's going to be like, Benny, you got to do it. Put it on.
Oh my god.
He's going to cry again like when she took him to the performance center.
A mess. A hot mess. That's why those
she wears
belong
the
together.
No, she wears the trousers in that relationship.
For real. They came out like bananas in pajamas. Like, both of them. Looking a hot ass. They look like two rotten bananas. Like, I'm over it. Done. Let's move on. Please, guys. I can't. About to throw up in here. Let's move on to our bombshell of the night. And we're going to start off with our very own bombshell, Gigi. Gigi, who is your bombshell of the night?
Oh, thank you. It's Naomi. She was shining bright like a diamond. She looked so perfect. Her hair was slaying. She came out for that 5 seconds, but she made sure she was going to be on camera. And all the photos backstage, the one on her Instagram, she looked awesome.
Okay, and my bombshell of the night was Michelle McCool. I gotta give it to the flawless Michelle McCool. I love that blue. Like, when I first seen that picture of her, she was the one I gagged over. I was like, oh my god, Michelle looked good. That's why I was like, oh, that's my bombshell. And then a close runner-up, Eva Marie, because Eva looked banging. But Michelle McCool, beautiful. I loved it. Nikki, your bombshell?
Ooh, I thought Michelle was close. She was probably the runner-up for me, but it has to be Maurice. Maurice is my bombshell. She just looked gorgeous. Like, I loved the long gown, too. And, like, she didn't give a fuck how heavy that was. She was dragging that thing around with her, just looking flawless. Her hair was on point, and just everything from top to bottom, she was perfection. So, good for you, Maurice.
Nice. Tommy, your choice?
Bombshell goes to Michelle McCool. She looked amazing. The blue dress, how it was shaped, the hair, the bangs, just everything was on point. It looked like she was still competing. She was that much. She looked good for it. But surprise bombshell goes to Naomi. Like I said before when we was talking about her at the start of the show, she can either have a dress that's too short and can show the fairy and all that stuff, or she can have a really good dress. And in this case, she looked a bomb, girl. Like, So that was trying to be Cameron Ratchet.
So it's safe to say that the best divas of the night was clearly Michelle McCool, Maryse, and Naomi. These girls came out, they shut it down, they kept us all talking, we gagged over their dresses, and they looked beautiful. And the hot mess, which was, I'm sure all the listeners can agree with us, was Cameron. It was disgusting. It was a mess.
Alicia's probably really happy about that dress. She's like, oh, thank God.
Well, Alicia, you don't have much room to talk because you look just a mess as well.
Alicia,
At least she didn't have fucking Fruity Pebbles on her ass.
Oh my god. Alicia's dress was terrible, Gigi.
Like, and at least whoever, Paige was her date, she didn't have Paige like, Paige, you're gonna wear green, you're gonna be the frog to my dress here. It's gonna be perfect.
Okay, on Instagram right now, if you go on Cameron's Instagram, the dress she has just posted, why couldn't she have worn that last night?
Because she's stupid. She wants people to talk about her.
It's like a...
Because no one's, like, running around with, like, paparazzi cameras right now.
Oh, why? Cameron... Oh, you show the worst on show. Well, no.
I want to see what she posted. Oh, see, now this would be cute. Yeah, I agree.
It's nice.
It's
obviously it's only showing the top up. I can't imagine what the bottom's like.
Oh my god, the back of the dress you wore. Oh my god, Cameron, you are a mess. Like, so glad we put her in the fucking grenade launcher. Like, just launch her away. And then she even put #girlbye. I'm glad you know.
Grenade at her.
She spelled Hall of Fame wrong. She forgot the E, so that just sets the tone for everything.
No.
Cameron is a joke.
It's like a dud grenade. Like, you take the little pin out and it just sits there. You're just waiting for something to happen.
Tumbleweed.
So, any thoughts on the Hall of Fame? Anybody want to mention anything? What was your favorite part?
Connor's, please. Connor's speech was amazing. Like, for me, it was the best of the night. The top four moments for me out of the whole night was Lita strut, worth it. Connor's speech, like, you tell me if someone didn't cry, they've got no heart. Like, they should be dead. Because
I didn't cry.
That speech. Well, emotional then. Emotional.
I love you, Connor. I lost it.
I lost it there too. I thought I had it together towards the end until the brother came out and he was like, "I love you, Connor." I was like, "Oh,
goosebumps."
It was sad.
What else? Medusa's speech, and probably one of my favorite moments came from Paul Heyman, where she was like, "I'm the first Paul Heyman girl," and there was a Vine on Twitter last night of Paul like literally clutching onto Medusa for like a second.
It was a great moment. One of my favorite parts of the Hall of Fame was Medusa's speech, and when she told Paul Heyman that she loves him. She was the first Paul Heyman girl, and Paul Heyman got really emotional listening to her speak. And, you know, like, she's one of the people, like, for me, she was my highlight of the night because she was one of the people that everybody thought would never have a shot in hell of making it into the Hall of Fame. WWE just wouldn't accept that what she did is now a part of their history. It's just a part of history. It's something that happened. We got to pick up the ball and move on. It's something that happened, and she started that whole month. You know, like, she started something. So, like, for her to be recognized and they let her talk about it, and then the moment when Natty came out with the trash bin to pull out the belt out of it, I thought it was so fun when she was pulling out random things. She pulled out JR's barbecue sauce.
I love that bit. She was promoting it.
I thought she was fun. I thought she was very fun. She wasn't boring. Like, the approach that she made, she low-key shade WWE, which I loved. She talked about the Divas now. Oh my God. Her speech was perfect.
Actually, do you know what I liked? It was when she was on about, this is what a real women's wrestling championship looks like. And then they panned the camera to Nikki like, bitch.
And then she hold that belt. She's like, I never lost it. And she never did.
They should have panned to Layla.
And you know what? I know, because she's saying that she's the last of it. But what she's saying is she never lost that belt. She never did. And you know what? I don't know who said it. I think somebody said it on Twitter. They saying, wouldn't it be nice if Medusa would come back and, like, debut a brand new Divas championship? And I was like, that would be nice for her to do on Raw. You know, because that butterfly belt, I'm over it. I'm ready for a new belt.
Oh my God, I'd seen this tweet last night about, it was like, if Medusa throws the Divas Championship in the garbage, she'll ascend to heaven in a flaming chariot.
Or she'll throw a replica, that would be amazing.
Nikki, what were your thoughts of the Hall of Fame? What were your best moments?
Yeah, my high spots obviously was Connor's speech with Daniel Bryan coming out, and is it Dana Warrior? Is that her name?
I love her speech.
Okay, and by the way, I'm sorry to skim by her, but she looked beautiful as well too. Like, I loved her gown. But
she
anyway,
Summer Rae's mom.
Yeah, she did. But that was so emotional, and like I was trying to keep it together until the end, and then that's when I lost it. But going back to Medusa, like I loved her speech. I was very engaged the whole time, everything she was talking about. Very controversial what happened, but like you said, James, it was part of history, and now I'm glad WWE's finally fucking gotten over that. Now she's in there where she rightly belongs, and like I love that little Paul Heyman moment that she had too. And then the shout out to Molly Holly, and it was a really good speech, and like she's such a good speaker. I noticed as well. She's very confident, very funny, and yeah, I was very happy with that.
Gigi, your high spots?
It was really good. I like Medusa's speech a lot. I love when she was all like, Arn Anderson, don't walk her ass up here, and he's all ducking and shit. Oh, yeah. And then the part with her husband, it got me a little emotional. And she's like, how he came back from like wherever he was deployed at just to come and be there with her for this moment. I was just like, damn, that is fucking romantic. That is beautiful. Oh, yeah. And the moment with Paul Heyman was really cute. And I saw the video that Tom's talking about. That was a really good moment, too. The only thing I didn't understand for this whole fucking Hall of Fame was how Macho Man wasn't the last inductee and it's fucking Kevin Nash's ass. I was confused as hell. Like, I thought they were going to end it early.
Because Kevin Nash, his part was rushed. You noticed that he had the shortest time to speak because the Bushwhackers went so long, even though they were so entertaining. So I can see why they switched that so Macho Man would have that time. You know what I mean? For somebody.
But I still feel like his brother was rushed because he's like, oh, we're on the time clock. I'm saying like you guys are on like the internet. If you want to push back whatever random matches coming on after the Hall of Fame, you guys can do that. I was so confused that they're gonna skip over Schwarzenegger and Kevin Nash. Like, you guys could have dropped Schwarzenegger. Like, he could have been just like a side note, like, and we give him a ring also.
I think it's because Kevin Nash was there. No shade to to Macho Man. It was a good way to close the show with the Click coming out. So I could see why they did that, especially with the timing and everything. That's like I don't see anything. You know, he's in the Hall of Fame. We can't like nitpick and be like, you should have did it this way, that way, that way. But he's in, thank God. And I also like the Liz shout out. How Liz got a cute little shout out as well. But that guy was kind of like low key and like his wife, blah blah profile, his wife. We're like, yeah, okay, that's cute. But like he wanted to make sure that people know that it had nothing to do with Liz. But like in the promo when people were talking about Liz, I liked that. So I'm glad that they showed that in there. And you know she's gonna be in there next year. I put money on it.
I just hope they don't try to put X-Pac in the goddamn Hall of Fame because I'm tired of them walking out at the end of every single one. Like, yeah, the Click. Looking like all of them look like Father Time and shit. Like, they look all so old except Triple H.
I was so confused at why he was out there with him, X-Pac. Like, I thought he was part of, like, the D-Generation X, like, 3.0 towards the end of it.
No, he was a part of the Click, too, in WCW.
Was he?
Yeah, for a short amount of time, but he was, like...
You see how irrelevant he is? We have to try to figure out was he in the group or not.
But like,
I say they're gonna try.
One of my great moments of the Hall of Fame was I really enjoyed Shawn Michaels' speech. I thought Shawn Michaels was very entertaining. He was fun to listen to. He was quirky. He was very quick with it. I thought that was cool how he came out and he was just talking, and he was just so funny. I loved it. And another one I liked was Rikishi and the handsome as Usos. They are so charming.
Yeah.
They could host
the
damn show.
speech where the ass came on, and then one of the Usos said, "This ass got us to college."
they could host this shit. Like they could host something. I really feel like the Usos can branch off into movies. I could see a nice brother cop movie with the Usos in it.
They've got charisma. They should be in a WWE film. Well,
like they out of like the whole Samoa family and everything, they're the ones who got that gene like The Rock. I'm telling you, they have that charisma. Roman doesn't have that funny.
Roman didn't get none of that gene. He that's
he got the eyes.
Yeah, that's it.
But I feel like the Usos, they have that charisma, that charm, that people just like them. And I could see WWE, them doing a WWE film. I really could. And I feel like it would be one of the highest grossing WWE films if the Usos were in it. Like, come on, a brother movie together with that. I don't know. Make it happen, WWE. It would be gold. Because I just love those two together.
It was a great way to open it.
Great way to open it. And Rikishi. And also, I want to make a side note. Scotty 2 Hotty was not too happy with Rikishi not shot with him and Grandmaster Sexy out. Because he said, he said, I kind of get what he's saying, but at the end of the day, I'm like, this is his moment. He wanted to thank his family, so relax. He didn't think, he was just talking about his family majority of the time. But Scotty Hotty didn't like it. He said that, I guess, it took, in 1993, people got together and made history and made it in this business, but it looks like one person forgot. Shade to Rikishi.
Hey,
bitch, when it's your time to get up there and accept your award, don't mention him.
That's not gonna
That's never going to happen.
Scotty, I think he'll make it. He'll make it someday.
But the host, Scotty Too High.
Yeah. Why not? He was a very over at his time. With the
so were others.
I can see him making it.
I just remember his signature being too long. Like, you had to be like you had to spell out his name and shit. Like, no, bitch, no. W-O. M, no, R, no, M, no, please. Ooh,
and also, I like
all
that.
it was a chop to the chest, like.
And going back to Michaels when he was out there inducting Kevin Nash, when he was like that he's just gonna go in the back and get in trouble. And haven't you noticed that Vince McMahon does not want them to thank him on stage? His name shouldn't be mentioned on anybody's thing. And I was like, I think that's so funny. It's a funny rule to have. Don't thank me. You go out there and you thank your family. Don't thank me. I'm like, okay, Vince. Like, I thought that was so weird that he didn't want anybody to mention him on that stage. I guess he didn't want to.
Interesting, and he was like, "Oh, I'll get in trouble now for saying that."
Yeah, but
I wonder if he makes them put the $9.99 thing in their speech because everyone's all like, "I know you paid your $9.99 to watch this," and $9.90. I'm like, he probably makes them say that, but don't say that I helped you get here.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Overall, that Hall of Fame was long as hell. girl, I had to take a break. I was like watching it halfway. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go smoke with this kid.
I watched like half the Bushwhackers thing. I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm good now.
The Bushwhackers were hilarious though. That I couldn't walk away because one of the guys, he told a funny story. He's like, it was the Royal Rumble and blah blah blah. Like the other guy came out and I guess he was in the Royal Rumble for 15 seconds and the other one was in the Royal Rumble for 22 minutes. And he's like, you know what pissed me off? He got paid the same amount as me when I was in the ring for 22 minutes. He got paid the same amount for 15 seconds. That really pissed me off. I thought that was hilarious. So, I don't know. The Bushwhackers, they were entertaining, but they went on forever. Jesus Christ. And the other Bushwhacker was kind of like trying to tell him to shut the fuck up the whole time. He's like saying something to him, and he's just ignoring him, and he kept going on. And I also thought it was cute when Bret Hart came out and did the march to them. I did not think he was going to do it. But they put him on the spot. So.
I know, he was so serious. I was like, come on, Brad, just fucking do it.
Oh my god, speaking of Brad, his wife is banging. I just gotta say that. His wife is beautiful. I was just looking at his wife, I was like, oh my god, she's a gorgeous woman.
So it's Big Show's.
Yeah, Big Show's wife is pretty.
Yeah.
A lot of these wrestlers, they got cute.
I feel like the less attractive the wrestler, the hotter the wife.
And the opposite for the diva.
Can we talk about Randy Orton's girlfriend? How she was sucking tongue with him on camera to make sure all the fangirls see it. I loved it.
I know. I feel like Twitter's about to blow up and shit.
Like these Randy Orton fangirls hate this bitch. They hate her, and I love that she doesn't give a fuck. And then she's like, "This is my man. I'm gonna make out with him." I was like, "You better go off, bitch. That is your man."
It was really awkward though when she was trying to kiss him. He was like, "Oh, okay."
I loved it. Randy looked hot.
No, she's awful. No.
I like her.
Not because of Randy. She's just awful in general.
Why? You don't know the bitch.
I don't have to know the bitch. I can just look at her.
I think you know, clearly there's something in her that Randy likes. He's been with her for a while. She's clearly loyal to him because he's not gonna be with no bitch that's gonna be cheating on him. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I like them together, and I like her attitude. I like me a bitch with an attitude, and she's gonna claim her man. Yeah, this is my man. I'm gonna make out with him on TV.
Yeah, she looks like she got attitude when she's sitting up there. I'm like, if she don't look like America's best ice queen.
I love it. I love that shit. I love it. I love the bad girls, and she's the bad girl.
I'm surprised they let the girlfriends and wives walk up there, though. I thought it was going to be like, no, this person is single. We have to keep this idea. Like,
no, I like it because it makes them, like, it humanizes them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
oh, speaking of couples on the red carpet, I even seen Darren Young and his boo on the red carpet together.
You know, good for that. I would love to see that.
It was just a picture of them. I think it was on Twitter.
Oh, that's cute. That's nice.
Roman's wife is freaking hot, too.
Who's?
Roman.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, she's a pretty girl. She kind of looks basic, though. Her teeth are all fucked up. So
I think that's her natural eye color, unlike her man, but shit.
When Roman blows up, they ain't going to be together that much longer. I put money on it. I want to make a little side note, too, of Mark Henry's son, who's so respectable.
Oh, his
so
comment
cute.
was... Ooh.
I think he's the cutest little boy in the world. He's like, this is a great holiday, and I feel
Thank you for having so cute.
Yeah, I thought it was cute. I thought it was adorable. And I don't know, like, and then, like, whose hand did he go shake? When Medusa shot out her husband, even her son went up and shook his hand. I was like, Mark Henry raised up a good-ass kid. That's all I was thinking. I was like, what a good kid. His dad on the road like that, and this kid's still respectable like that, well-spoken. I like that shit. I like kids that are well-behaved, well-respected. They can talk at the drop of a dime. They're not shy. Because I love kids. And I don't know, his son was so respectable. And I don't know, he left a little... I noticed his kid. I noticed it. Some people's kids, like, I don't want to judge. Let's not talk about people's kids. But his kids was cute. But I don't know what else to go into.
I think all the kids were cute.
All of them. Roman's kids were cute.
The Usos' children slayed lives. I was like, cute. This little girl got a fur on? Slay.
Cute. Even Titus O'Neil.
Come on.
Titus O'Neil's kids were there. Cute. I love that they brought the kids. I thought it was cute. Even though some parts of the speeches were not appropriate for these kids, especially when Medusa was up there.
I think Bree's going to be bringing a kid next year. I do.
Who? Bree?
Oh, yeah.
Bree.
Oh, let's hope.
Or she should be pregnant. It should be one of the two.
I hope she gets knocked up tonight. I hope after Rainier, the fucking Daniel Bryan shoots it up there, because Daniel clearly wants to be a dad. The way that he was talking about how, like, the love between a father and his son, blah, blah, blah. I was like, this guy wants to be a daddy. Just go knock up your girl and do us all a favor, please. Please.
This is a side note, I think if Brie does want a child, I think she'll push WWE for a Bella split, a Nikki versus Brie feud where the loser leaves. And I think Brie will lose, she will leave, have a baby. End of. That's Brie, the easiest way out.
Let me tell you guys something. Brie, nobody wants you to have a baby more than yourself. I know she wants to have a baby so bad. Nobody wants you to have that baby more than me, girl. I want you to have that baby so bad. So if it was up to me, you could have that baby tonight.
I want them both to have a baby. I want John to accidentally nut inside Nikki and then she get pregnant too.
No. I want Nikki to stick around a bit. I want to see the success of Nikki Bella without Brie. I really
Well, she's not going to be in the main event, so...
Oh, well. Well, I guess that concludes our show. We are in it a minute and 30... No, an hour and 30 minutes. Jeez. But, yeah, the Hall of Fame was good. I'm excited for WrestleMania. Are you guys excited for Mania?
I'm so excited.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well,
get a bottle of wine on tonight.
Let's let everybody know where they can find us and give us their opinions. And please make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. And I want to thank everybody for all the nice comments that you guys been leaving us. We really appreciate it. And we have fun doing this show. All we do is talk about wrestling. And today we did another show. We did talk about wrestling, but we talked about the women's clothing in wrestling. Because, girl, that is something to talk about. But... just keep the likes up and keep subscribing. We appreciate it. And you can follow me at Jimmy James, JAYMES. And Gigi, where can they follow you?
You can follow me at __ Diva on Twitter and gorge.george on Instagram.
Tommy?
Self-Success01. Because boss like a bitch.
Nikki, where can they find you?
If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can find me at Nick Aiken WWE. I'll be live tweeting through WrestleMania tonight. Yeah. And I wanted to agree with you, James. Thank you to all the listeners for all the nice positive comments we've been getting. Like and subscribe. We need some more subscribers because we get a lot of views, but we need a little bit more. So
I know, but the subscribers are growing. Slowly but surely, they're growing. We're at 70 now. I want to get to 100 soon, guys. So let's do it. Give us that 30. Give us 30 subscribers. I know you guys are listening. Just go and click that button. It takes 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Not even a second. It's right there.
And the great thing about it is we're not going to fill your subscription box up, right?
Exactly.
We'll probably do 1 or 2 shows a week. So
that's the most.
Every time you don't click that button, Cameron finds another bad dress to wear.
Oh, God.
Keep clicking.
Exactly, Ty. On that note, guys, enjoy WrestleMania. We'll see you guys after WrestleMania. Maybe after the Monday Night Raw. We'll probably see you guys Tuesday. So, see you guys then. Have a good one.
All right,
bye.
Toodles.